today's video, we are discussing our top 6 best evil combat characters.
There's not many.
So the rules are, no monsters.
The old BECC.
And that's it, right? No monsters.
No monsters.
That's the only rule. No monstrous mounts, that's it. Alright, start us off, Bill.
Alright, I didn't write too many down, so I guess the first one, I'm just going to get it off the list because everyone's
Done. This is an automatic include from all three of us.
The big old dick bag from Gundabad. Azog.
Azog the Defiler.
Maxed out. Everything.
So
do you give him flail?
Why is he in the list? Yeah, 100% he gets a flail, he's burly.
I actually, I know we're not doing this as a video at all, but I actually think Azog is the best combat character in the game.
100%.
Regardless of whether you're including monsters or good heroes or whatever, I think he's the best.
When we eventually get around to fighting some battles, I think we gotta have the big old, do some challenges and prove who's the best.
I think in a one-on-one, Azog's not better than certain things, but in an army, when you can force someone else to so he has Master of Battle. So his basic stat line.
For this, we're taking into consideration as well the army bonuses.
Yeah, and legendary legions and stuff.
Azog gets Master of Battle for being in Azog's Legion.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to take Hunter Orcs, you can just ally Bolg in, because they're green allies, and Azog still gets Master of Battle.
If you hate your friends, do that.
Just take Azog.
So he's what? He's fight 7. He's fight 7, 5, 6 if he flails. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which is just ridiculous.
So when you flail, you knock whatever you're riding is knocked prone. So if you're riding a fell beast, you're knocked prone. You get knocked off your fell beast if he wins the fight, right? Then you're knocked over. So there's double attacks on the dude on the ground.
It gets worse than that.
I just want to say as well though, to get knocked prone, you have to survive.
Yes. So you take each wound is +1 to wound.
Yep. So you're winning on
He's got a
3s.
two-handed weapon.
You're winning on 3s.
You're winning on 2s.
No,
Threes.
you
You can't.
you don't. That can't be modified.
Okay.
So you're winning on 3s.
You win all characters on 3s all the time, regardless of defense, unless you would do better, which
And your
is
4 attacks.
actually theoretically
4 attacks because you hit him on the
possible,
mark.
Yeah.
So you roll
get,
6.
Yeah, 4 attacks. Fight 7.
And if you have the flail, each wound does D3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can kill Moomax in a turn. That's how you do it.
So yeah, I've played a game with Azog where in one round I killed a.
I'm Nathan, I'm the best. Look how good I am.
I just love Azog, and we're talking about how stupid it is.
That's true.
We played a 300 point tournament, took Azog in 3 orcs, wasn't it?
No.
He also on the White Larg has Causes Terror.
Yes, the
5 points of might.
And has Fell Sight.
6 points of might.
6 points of might, sorry, 3-3. Right?
Yeah, he's just ridiculous. Anyway.
And he can charge around corners and shit. Basically everything.
Open this book, look at Azog's profile,
Yeah,
and
then
then
more pages of rules.
Yeah.
He also can take the signal towers. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh boy.
He's very expensive though. 245 maxed out.
That's nothing.
That's
nothing.
worth. He's
Alright,
ridiculous.
Azog, probably number 1. Anyway, more than likely. Hit us up with another one, somebody, one of you guys.
Alright,
Go next.
I'll get my next shoe-in off the board, Bolg.
Initially, I said, while we were setting up, I said, Bolg probably won't make my top 6, and then I looked at all the non-monster
It's
evil
hard to make the
heroes.
top 6.
Bolg gets it. Bolg's in.
Bolg's
I think
number 2.
He's probably number 2. We'll discuss
He
that.
is a number 2 because he's crap.
Bolg. So, why is he in the list?
Again, if you don't take Azog, Bolg can have Master of Battle.
He's fight 7 as well.
He's fight 7, strength 5 burly as well. He's defense 7.
3 attacks, 3 wounds.
3 might, 3 will, 1 fate, the same as a lot of characters.
Burly with a 2-handed pick.
Yeah, so he can be strength 6.
He will be strength 6.
Yeah.
With +1.
Can have a warg, does have the infamous limo warg, the stretch warg.
It's like somebody's taken a photo of a warg with a panorama photo, and it's just like
as he's been going past. Yeah. I think the other thing worth mentioning, as he kills things, he has a tally. Once he kills 3 things, he gets Terror. Once he kills 5 things, he gets Harbinger Reveal, so neg 1 Courage. And then if he kills 10, he gets Mighty Hero. But if Bolg's killed 10 models by himself, you've probably won the game already, so him having Mighty Hero isn't that big of a deal.
Mighty Hero and Master of Battle.
Yeah, 3 point of might, and whatever you do, I get for free.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's probably going to make the number 2.
He also takes, he's how you give Hunter Orcs small arrows.
True, I forgot about that as
Gives
well.
them all poisoned arrows, basically. Not
Alright.
poison like the Harad ones, but they are poisoned.
I'm going to throw out Amdur.
I had him.
Blades.
I had him down.
What about you, Bill? Didn't take him
Is
into
he the dude with
consideration?
the 1 fate or the 0 fate?
He's
never
doesn't
got
have
3.
much.
No, the Dragon Knights have 0.
No,
He has 1.
He dies. Yeah,
He has
got
1. There's my problem.
But most evil characters have one.
Yeah, most evil characters. So he's 1 point of fate, 3 points of might. He's fight 6, 3 attacks, defense
He's a banner
6
for himself and Easterlings.
So he's the same defense as his bloody horse.
He's also got an elven made hand and a half sword, so he wins tires better. That's amazing.
He does know how to do a tire.
He has blood and glory, so if he kills a hero, he gets a point of might back. He has unyielding combat stance, so he can never be trapped if he's an infantry model.
No,
he can't be knocked down.
on a 4+, he does a backflip and stands up.
And
is that after you get knocked down?
Yeah, if you get knocked
So
down,
if you
you're
get knocked down,
on a
you're on a
4+, he stands up.
And all Easterlings treat him as a banner, and
He
if
is
he kills a enemy leader in combat, the banner has become 6 inches, and he has a lot of blades. So if you declare a heroic strike
How many
as
points?
the enemy, 130, 145 on an armored horse.
Do you know what's dumb about that?
I didn't realise he was so cheap.
Yeah.
We say that's cheap, and then you look at some of the other heroes we'll talk about later. And
Yeah. So this is really, really cool. If the enemy declares a heroic strike, he can immediately declare the same heroic action for free, and if he's already declared a heroic action, so a heroic combat, he gets to switch it to a heroic strike. And it basically doesn't cost him points to do a heroic strike. Amazing. And he has an elven made hand and half sword.
Yeah, he's fight 6 with an elven made weapon. Forcing people to strike isn't too hard. And then he just gets to do it for free. So they kind of lose-lose. Either they don't strike and you probably win the tie, or they do strike and then you get one for free. And they're spending might.
So good. So good.
He's quite good, yeah.
So he's in.
He's in.
All agreed. Consensus has been reached.
First 3 off the top.
Next one. Go Nathan. Or Bill. Go Bill.
We agreeing. I don't know what's going on.
I know, right?
Because you can't take mounts or anything. I'll be taking... Kamul was my first evil one, and then he
You
said
can't
no
take
mounts.
a monstrous mount.
Yeah, I still probably wouldn't take him on a horse. I don't know. Would you?
When you look at the rest of what's available, he's still pretty good on a horse.
No, you have to take him on a field beast to get the points
He's
worth.
not in my top 6. There is, however,
Alright.
to keep the same theme going.
Yeah.
Witch-king with a crown on a horse, armored horse.
Can he take an armored horse?
Yeah.
He can.
And he can have a mortal blade. And a turn of flail if you so desire. You don't. But
Okay,
What
so
do you mean?
armored horse makes the horse defense 5. The crown gives him 3 attacks.
So he's
Does
4
an armor
so
horse
he's,
defense 6?
no.
Nah.
Eastling armored horses
Yeah, that's
in
right.
flying V formations are there.
And Army of the Dead horses. So the crown gives him 3 attacks and lets him reroll casting. We're not taking. Well, he's a caster, that's good, but it's combat.
I will argue that being able to transfix somebody
Yes,
does
makes you
technically make
good
you
in
a better
combat.
combat
And
hero.
you get 4 attacks if you charge. Because
Yeah.
you get 3 for the crown plus 1 for
And
strength.
you can have a Morgul blade, which means if you do a wound to someone, they just.
You don't
fucking
even
dead.
need to anyway. Your strength 4.
It's 5 points.
Instant death. Boom.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's really
Get off
good.
the pitch.
Yeah,
So-
I'm using it now, and then you fail all your wounds. Oh, I'm not using it. Oh no, I was using it.
Witch-king. I reckon he makes it.
Causes terror, he's hard to countercharge for some things.
-1 terror as well.
He's quite good.
And he can be kitted out with 3 might,
3
3
fate,
fate.
20 will if you so
Yeah.
would like.
Is it 20?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 0
yeah.
to 20. Not
Yeah.
0 to 20. 10 to 20,
It's
sorry.
5 to
10
20 or 7 to
yeah.
20 or whatever.
Which
Witch-king's in.
No, he starts with 10. Oh,
yeah,
he's
it's
got
10
you.
to 20, yeah. I mean, I guess that counts as mine, so.
Cool. So I had a couple that I just crossed off, but I'm gonna go with the Necromancer.
I'm.
Nope. Is he a monster?
No.
No, we already went over that.
I'm
What do you reckon?
even though that I was the reason you went back and looked at him again, I'm just gonna.
No!
I don't.
What do you think, Bill? Necromancer? So he only has 1 attack.
I don't-
Fight 7,
1 attack.
Strength 6
Sounds
or 7?
great.
but if he wins the fight, he automatically kills you.
No,
Like,
if he wounds you.
he automatically kills you.
So.
What fight is he?
7.
I don't know why that'd be fight 7.
And he's a caster, so he
So
can
that's means
transfix.
fight 7 and Legolas is fight 6.
Correct.
Okay.
I just think 1 attack is like
It's pretty bad.
awful.
So you vetoed it.
And
Bill,
you
you're
want
the
him to be in
deciding vote.
combat?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't
he's
think
out.
so.
Cross him off.
1 attack scares me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
3 attacks scares you, Bill. That's why you're banned from taking Thranduil.
Hey, it's 4. 4 in charge.
Alright, Bill, hit us with another
Alright, because most of mine were on Philby, so I went lower down the list. So, like, something that's mediocre, you probably won't make it, but that Goroth, the Mordor buddy, the 80 point, 556.
So Goroth is
The two-handed burly
strength
guy.
5, and he's got a 2-handed weapon and he's burly. He has
He's
3 points of
3-1
might.
with strike,
Yep.
which is really good.
And he has a 2+ orc save if you
Yeah,
want to an
so
orc.
basically if he takes a wound that would kill him, it has to be one that would kill him. And there's an orc within 2 inches of him or something.
1 inch.
An inch,
you put 2 dudes in base contact with him.
You roll a dice on a 2+, he just meat shields the orc and they die instead. Makes him potentially very survivable. You do have to kill an orc every time you want to do it, but you would rather an orc dies than he dies.
Correct.
Yeah, Strength 5 Burly is just like one of the best things in the game, and there's a lot of it now.
So you're voting yes, Nathan?
For now, yeah. I don't know if he makes it in the end, but I think so.
Look, potentially.
There's not many more.
Alright, so I'm gonna throw up Dalamir.
Yeah,
I just wrote him down as you were talking before.
So you've played Corsairs.
That's the smoke bomb dude?
Yeah.
No,
so he's 5/5, strength 4, rerolls all failed to win rolls because he's one of the Hasharan assassin dudes. Has throwing knives, also has smoke bombs. So if you're hit by a smoke bomb, it's a strength 1 throwing weapon. You are channel transfixed unless you spend a point of will or something to stop it.
It's either will or fate. I think it's will.
Fate. Fate would be really good. But it's also, if you roll a 1 to hit with your smoke bombs, he's out for the rest of the game.
Unmodified?
Yeah.
Can you spend a point of might?
No, it's just a 1, so you can probably use your might. He only has 2 though.
If you ever roll a 1 to hit, yeah.
He's also a very cheap hero of legend.
Which
means you can
90
take
points.
18
and
Corsairs for...
And he has backstabbers.
Yeah, so because he's a Corsair, so if you're trapped, gets +1 to 1.
And he can never be trapped. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, he's got 3 fate as well.
He also has Bane of Kings, so he gets to reroll all failed wound rolls.
Say that one.
And he has an Elven Cloak. Did you say that? I wasn't listening. I was trying to find it in the book.
It's okay. Basically, he's really quite good. He's cheap and he's good at fighting things.
He's
going to get absolutely dunked on by like your huge heroes in the game.
You mean by a stiff breeze because he's defense 4 with 2 wounds. With 2 wounds.
Oh Lord.
That whole army's fucking gonna die to a stiff breeze.
I know.
It means they probably shouldn't be on boats. But I think he's really good. I use him a lot.
He is quite good. He does have a few weaknesses.
He's very good at just killing dudes.
Yeah.
Like just running, like absolutely lawnmowering an army. Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else?
Oh, I've got a bunch.
Go for it, mate.
Gothmog.
I actually forgot about Gothmog.
He's 5/5.
I didn't put him in for the combat.
4, defense 7. He's 3 attacks, 3 wounds, which not a lot of evil heroes have.
He
So
also
that straight away makes him good. Master of Battle. He also
has a special rule.
Gives all Mountain Orcs within
one.
3 inches. Well, actually, no. We're talking about Legion one. So all Orcs within 12 inches get like
reroll 1s to win, right? Because you outnumber.
No.
No.
That's the rule.
So he has
stupid.
In his profile, he has 2 special rules. So his first special rule is every...
Look at that, nailed it. So all friendly...
Almost like that book is like permanently set to Gothmog.
All friendly mortal orc models within 3 inches of him, in the Legendary Legion it's 12, so like your whole army gets hatred men. So against Gondor, Rohan, anything that is a man, you get +1.
Corsairs of Umbar, Dunlendings.
A lot of the armies in the game are men. Then he also has a once per game thing where in the original one it's 12 inches and in the Legendary Legion it is the entire battlefield. For that turn, all mortal orc models within that range of him, so within the entire board, get to reroll failed win rolls. So for that turn, Gothmog is rerolling failed win rolls. Goroth with his strength 5 burly is rerolling failed win rolls. The Morannon orcs that you have a million of, they're all rerolling failed win rolls. Even if you just look at that for what it does for him, it for a turn gives him rerolls. He also has hatred men.
Even if you take.
He's courage 5 as well, which is really good for an orc.
I'll read that probably.
Reroll 1s to wound.
It's Mortal Warriors.
Yeah. But in the Legendary Legion, you don't get the reroll 1s to wound.
No, I was just thinking if that one was better, but it sort of is.
So Gothmog, definitely. He can also be on a Warg.
Which you do.
Double his attacks and stuff. You can have
run away and just use your ability.
And
definitely.
He's defense 7 with a shield, which is good. Like
really?
Yeah. Very solid character.
Yeah, I'll put
very, very good. He's probably going to be in the top 10.
He's probably...
Alright. The Golden King of Abrakan. That's my vote. So, he is 130 points. He's only fight 4. This is why Nathan, and Bill probably. No! No! So he's a banner. I'm still going to talk about this. He's a banner, strength 4, 4 attacks, 4 wounds, burly, because all the dudes carrying him have 2-handed weapons. No?
Alright.
No?
You just get punched by a
Alright.
troll.
You lose to like the majority of captains in the game.
A mortal normal troll comes and punches you. Your defense 5, wins you on 3s, rend.
Help me out.
Throw him.
Comment.
Fucking Corsair captain.
Put something in the comments if you think the Golden King should be in there.
He's better.
Like,
Hashara, that's what he said. Yep. That's good.
Alright, so the Golden King apparently is not making it into the top 6.
I'm rolling Philby, so I haven't got any more.
What about Sul'dan?
Nah, he's not a good combat hero. He's definitely just the banner and
I think he's alright.
Fight 5, 3 attacks, 3 wounds,
Again,
3 might.
3 attacks, 3 wounds,
Defense 5, one fate.
Poison sword.
No, he rolls ones.
And he's a banner.
That's the only thing you use him for.
Okay, but hear me out. There are 2 3 attack, 3 wound characters you're forgetting about.
Shagrat.
Shagrat and Lurtz.
They're on my list. I initially crossed them out.
They're both fight 5, strength 5, defense 6 for Lurtz, defense 7 for Shagrat. Lurtz is the arguable one. He's cheap though.
Okay, so
and he's the only character with heroic actions.
Lurtz and Shagrat, both very good. But
He also gets to choose.
are they? Hang on. Are they better than Gothmog, the Witch-king, Bolg, Dalamir, Amdur, and Azog? 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
I'm gonna
5,
take
6.
Azog and Bolg and put them in a box of their own because we're basically working out the top 4 afterwards.
Yes.
Gothmog, I don't think that Gothmog and Amdur I think also are like
Yeah, that's your 3 and 4.
Goroth's
I think-
gone.
I actually think
Goroth
you
gets
can
kicked
get
out.
rid of Goroth.
So I've got Azog, Bolg, Witch-king, Amdur, Shagrat, Gothmog, Dalamir.
I'm gonna say that
That's
Lurtz,
7.
Lurtz isn't better than like Dalamir or the Witch-king, but I am actually gonna say I think Shagrat is better than both because he's defense 7, he's 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate,
You can't take a horse.
And he knocks you down.
and if he charges on foot with his shield against other infantry models, he knocks them over, which is really good. It means he's getting 6
Yeah, but
strength
he's on a
5
horse, he
attacks.
does it anyway and can run away. If he
He also
needs
has
to.
one
Witch King.
Yeah, take him with the crown.
And he's
Straight
worth
up.
like 3 Shagrats, 2 Shagrats, 2
Alright.
Shagrats.
So,
One
okay.
Shagrat on a horse.
That's a cheap Witch King.
So,
Yeah,
Azog, number 1.
Shagrat's 1.
Yep, Azog
Obviously.
number 1. Tick. Bolg has to be number 2.
Number 2. Who's the number 3?
I said Witch-king, Amdur.
I'm gonna
Shagrat.
say
He wants
Amdur,
Shagrat.
Gothmog.
I actually don't rate the Witch King higher than I rate Gothmog and Amdur.
Yeah.
So,
So you want to go Amdur?
nah.
I think it's,
Fight 6, Elven Blade,
I think it's
or
Amdur,
Master of
Gothmog.
Battle.
I think it's
Amdur.
Amdur, Gothmog.
I think
Amdur.
you say Shagrat and then Gothmog.
And then the last 2, like the Witch King's
I
cool.
reckon Shagrat punches Gothmog in the heating combat.
Also, do we want to talk about Goroth at all?
So, we did discuss before, yes we will, we did discuss before about including Goroth. And he's
From the War in Rohan, he's the Dunlending dude.
So he gets a free heroic defense every turn, which means
Whenever he's in combat with a hero.
Okay, okay. So that means he basically can only ever be wounded on 6s. So is this in addition to any other
No,
heroics?
it's just, he gets a free defense. He can strike, he has strength if you need it.
And he has an axe. So
He has 2 axes, so he can be strength 6. Oh no, my defense went down by 3, I'm only defense 2, you still only win me on 6s.
quite good. Very defensible.
3 might, and you're going to use your might to win rolls or force roll-offs. He's fight 5, strength 5, so he's fight 5, strength 6 when he fights heroes. 3 attacks, 3 might. The Dunlending army gets some really cool bonuses around it as well, but without talking about that, I think he's...
Does he make it into the top 6, or is he an honourable mention?
I think I'd take him, Dalamir, and Shagrat over the Witch King on a horse.
I'll put Witch-king second to last.
Witch King?
For the last time, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in with that one. I
Hit
reckon.
the thing.
No.
Sorry, Bill.
I didn't say it, it was him.
I say that, but like I think on a fell beast, the Witch King's probably better than everyone here except Azog and Bolg. But on a horse, not so much.
Good.
And again, it's
Not
like
necessarily a good combat character.
Very
So you're saying that
expensive.
Goroth is better than the Witch-king? Goroth.
Witch King's not killing him. If the Witch King loses, he gets wounded on
Because
5.
you go Azog, Bolg, Gothmog, Amdur,
Amdur.
whatever, Shagrat, Dalamir, Goroth is 8. So you're kicking out the Witch-king for Goroth. That's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah, so we got 7 because we got Azog and Bolg 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Amdur and Gothmog are 3 and 4. Then we
Shagrat
have
and Dalamir.
Shagrat, Dalamir, and Goroth. So we're at 7.
So
So we need
Shagrat.
to kick one of Shagrat, Dalamir, and Goroth, and I don't think you kick Shagrat. I think
Shagrat's got 3 attacks.
he's got 3 fate,
And 3
he's got
wounds.
His defense 7.
Shagrat number 5.
So it comes down to your preference of do you want to be able to because there's a 15-point difference. I think Goroth's 15 points cheaper. Do you want to have more fate, Elven Cloak, can't be trapped, blah blah blah. Dalamir is probably way better at actually killing things,
He has
but
to reroll to wound everything.
he's defense 4, whereas Goroth gets to be
I have a
heroic
question.
defense. Go ahead.
If you're transfixed, you can't use your heroic defense, right?
Yeah, and your channel transfix, so you get half and
Sorry.
half. Oh, you're just going off the one with
Yeah,
one.
Dalamir. No, there's lots of wizards in the game, so in the course of the game, you can
just
be transfixed.
and then there are ways around it, obviously.
There is. So I actually think
Transfixed.
Dalamir comes in at number 6.
Paralyze, your favorite.
Yeah, paralyze. 2, 4, 6.
So we have
Go for it.
Azog number 1,
100%.
Bolg number 2.
110%.
Those two are and just to be completely fucking clear, the gap between 1 and 2 is quite large anyway, between Azog and Bolg, but the gap between Bolg and 3rd place is like fucking this.
Yeah.
Like, those two are so much better. They arguably are better than some of the evil monsters, like, considerably, especially because at that point you're paying similar points for the monsters.
Why is the gap between Bolg and Amdur so big?
So,
What one thing? If it's one
Fire.
thing,
And the terror thing. You can cause terror.
it's the kind of one thing for me is like, it's 2 things that are the kind of the same issue, right? You're higher fight and you have master battle. So you're fight 7, so you don't have to strike against anyone
Ever.
else, like anyone
unless
else,
you're fighting
basically.
like the Balrog or Sauron.
And in that case, you're probably not going to want to
Sauron, Gilgalad, the Balrog, Thranduil, if he takes the swords, are the only things that fight 7
Yeah.
from
So
off the park.
Glorfindel and shit. There's a few, but like for the most part, Bolg is gonna be higher fight than everything. And if you strike to catch up to him, he just gets a free one. And then he's
And
two-handed
he's
burly, so if he wins, he's probably going to kill you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you win, he's defense 7 with 3 wounds and a fate point. He
That's
probably
gonna
gets. Yeah, you can kill him, but he probably gets like.
Really,
2 rounds.
the thing is, can Bolg survive 3 rounds of combat against a hero? Because most heroes are only going to have 3 points of might, so they can only heroic strike 3 times. And then...
And that entire time, Bolg's also striking his higher fight on your base.
Yeah.
Like, if he wins, you're dead. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, so if... the difference between his fight 6 for most heroes and fight 7 is huge. Especially when he has Master of Battle.
When they first came out, that was the thing that everyone lost their minds over, and people got really mad about, like, oh, Aragorn's fight 6, why is Azog fight 7? The guy's swinging a fucking chunk of masonry at your head. It doesn't, like, it's the same as why Trolls fight 7. The Troll isn't a skilled fighter. You can't block a sword when a Troll swings it, though. You just get fucking thrown
He's coming
into
at
the
you
wall,
like this.
yeah.
And if you get in his way, it's your
It's
own
your
fault.
It's a hardcore fucking dance pit or whatever they call it.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's us. Yeah, and then you
So,
have
yeah, go for it.
so
Number
Azog,
3.
Bolg, Amdur,
Yep.
Gothmog,
Yep.
Shagrat,
Done.
Dalamir.
Done.
Boom.
Dungeon Rings.
I'm okay with that.
That's it. That's our top D6 picks. Top evil combat heroes. Thank you for watching.
You could have made that so much nicer worded.